So last week I did a video on the SABC's show Correct or Incorrect by Victor Hlongwane and basically Soccer Zone, and I was criticizing the image that they were showing us and their explanation in relation to the Sundowns and Chiefs game and offside. I like paying attention to detail, and yeah, there's just some things that I did not agree with. And here it's the same. I will be looking at the analysis of Phumuzo Manenze on Supersport show Extra Time. This is his analysis on the Pirates and Stellenbosch MTN8 Final, right? So I like paying attention to detail. Let's pay attention to what he actually says and see if we can actually follow it.
Again, are some questions that we as civilians are going to be asking for a long time to come, because we can't take away from the fact that this goal was indeed decisive.
I think when you look at the goal that Orlando Pirates scores with the Mabasa, what is key for me when I was consulting with the some referees that were refereeing when I was still playing, current referees, what I was told is that...
So the first thing that I want to point out is the fact that he said he consulted. He consulted with not just former referees, but he also consulted with current referees, and he's now giving us what he was told. So let's keep that in mind. He actually did a little bit of research.
What I was told is that FIFA encourages quick restarts of games. And when there's a foul where a yellow card needs to be handed over, if the attacking team takes the free kick quickly, then the yellow card falls away.
Like I said, I like paying attention to detail, and what he's trying to do is he's trying to explain the big moment that everyone is talking about, where the free kick was taken incorrectly by Pirates and it led to a goal in the final. That's the drama. That's what everyone wants to talk about. That's what everyone needs an explanation for, and he's giving us his perspective. So it is important to follow where he's coming from or what he's trying to explain. But he's already lost me. Why? Because he says FIFA encourages quick restarts. Okay, fine. That's true. Why we want the ball to be in play all the time. We don't want time wasting. We don't want, a lot of injuries and stoppages. That's why there's at a time we want the ball to be in play. That I can follow. Yes, that's true. But then he says if the ref was going to hand out a yellow card, but there's a quick free kick that's taken, then the yellow card falls away. So remember, this is someone that said they've just consulted with former referees that were refereeing during his time and referees today, current referees. And I doubt that this law has changed much, because this is simply not true. It does not make sense to me. And just think about it logically. Think about it like this. My sport does not have this many loopholes. There's no way that it has a loophole like this, that if you were a defender and you made a cynical challenge and you actually wanted to kick someone and you kick someone, and then because they take a quick free kick, you're not going to get a yellow card. We know that cynical challenges and you just deliberately kicking someone is going to lead to a yellow card. So do you think that our law will have loopholes in place for you to get away with that? There's absolutely no way. That's not happening. If a quick free kick is taken, it just means that the referee does not have time to book and write down the name on the number of the player who he's giving a yellow card to. The attacking team has played on. And what a quick free kick is, it's a stoppage. But you're trying to give an advantage to another team, the attacking team. So if you stop the game as a referee, it means you blew the whistle. But if the team plays on quickly, it's in their advantage. So the law should allow for that opposing team to play on, right? The law should definitely allow the attacking team to do whatever they want. It's their ball, it's their possession. If they want to attack quickly, they'll attack quickly. But then definitely when there's a next break in play, when there's the next stoppage, when the ball goes out of play, whether for a throw-in, a goal kick, or a goal, whoever made that cynical challenge, whoever made a terrible foul that was worth a yellow card, is still going to be given that card. That's when they should be given the card, because now there's time to give a card, because basically the ball has went out of play and the referee has the time to address the situation. So Phumuzo Manenze here, he's definitely already wrong. And I just don't understand how now can follow what you're trying to say, because where you're coming from in your perspective, it's already flawed. And I don't see anyone calling this thing out. Like, let's look at the analysis. Let's look at what he's trying to say, because he's literally using this to try and explain what he saw and try give us a reason as to why something would have happened the way it was happening. And that's a big moment in a big game. And already he started off and he's just lost me, because he's wrong. He's fundamentally wrong. Simply, that's not true. What is then done, maybe, is he's confused the quick free kick with advantage, right? We know that if the referee wants to blow for a free kick and the other team has a goal scoring opportunity or they still have the ball and there could be a promising attack, the referee can allow for an advantage. So what does advantage mean? It means that if you're going to blow the whistle as a ref, you're blowing it for a free kick for the attacking team that was infringed upon, right? So the defending team committed a foul and now you have to blow the whistle as a referee because it gives back some sort of advantage to the attacking team that was now stopped that was illegally stopped from progressing. But since the ball fell to another teammate of the attacking team and they are still in a good position, they could still attack. So now if the referee blew the whistle, that means the defending team gets a chance to organize themselves. That might be taking away the slight advantage that the attacking team had at that moment. So it is only fair for the referee to play on because it allows that attacking team that advantage. It restores that advantage. So between taking a free kick where the other team maybe has a chance to get organized and they'll be more difficult to break down, it is more advantageous for the attacking team to continue on playing because maybe they were already in a good position. So that's what advantage is. Now, even with advantage, right, our laws of our sport that we love will not have a loophole that if you imagine you commit a cynical foul, a bad challenge, even like a studs up bad tackle, cynical yellow card, even red card worthy, bad tackle, serious foul play. There is no situation that the law will allow a player to get away with that, whether it's advantage or a quick free kick. There's absolutely no law that allows people to commit really bad fouls and get away with it. What will happen is in the next break in play, the next stoppage, if the ball goes out anyway, then the ref will issue that card. That's for sure. However, if it was a denial of a goal-scoring opportunity, which is maybe what Phumuzo Manenze has confused this with, then the yellow card will fall away or the red card will fall away. Why? Because simply it makes logical sense. The attacking team still had the advantage. So whatever the defender or whatever the player from the defending team was hoping to achieve, which was stop or deny a goal-scoring attack or a goal-scoring opportunity, or they were trying to deny a promising attack and stop it. They did not stop it. So it's almost as if they didn't commit the foul because play continued. So whatever they were trying to achieve, they did not achieve. So essentially, you can't necessarily punish them for denying a goal-scoring opportunity where the goal-scoring opportunity was not denied. So you can't give them a red card for that. I think maybe you can change it and give them a yellow card, not a red, and where it was just going to be a normal yellow card for, like, say, pulling, something like pulling. Remember, not serious foul play, but just something that stops a promising attack. It's like a normal tackle. Then maybe they will not get that yellow card anymore because the attack wasn't stopped. So it's almost like there was no crime committed because that attack still went on. And remember, that's only one incident, which is denial of a goal-scoring opportunity or stopping a promising attack. But when it's something like a serious foul play, that card will still come out no matter what, whether it's quick free kick or it's an advantage. So he's literally, for me, Phumuzo Manenze here, he's got it completely wrong. And the funny thing is, he says he consulted. And now it's like, who did you consult with? Because either they are clearly wrong and they gave you the wrong thing, or maybe you've confused what they said, because then that means those referees were not accurate in what they were talking about. And you have Matthew Booth sitting next to him who's not checking him on that. Because to me, it already doesn't make sense. You have Lwazi, who's a sports broadcaster and he's very educated, and he does not checking on that. I'm not expecting them to be perfect. I'm not saying that, no. But I'm basically saying that if you at least aren't sure, say that. Say, I'm not sure, but maybe this is what happens. Or say, I could be wrong. Add something that tells us that what you're saying might not be perfect and you're not coming across as right, because you are leading us astray. You are leading us astray. There's not many people that can, let's say, pick that up. But for me, I can pick it up. I like analysis. I like going through games, not just watching highlights or watching the match, but I like talking tactics, talking analysis, talking performances of the referees and the rules and how it all fits together in my sport. I like that. And to me, this was already fundamentally wrong.
In this instance, there is the tackle from Toure. If the referee wanted to give a yellow card to Toure, because Pirates plays a quick restart of the game, then that yellow card does not count anymore. You don't have to go back and give the yellow card because he has restarted the game very quickly.
He then continues to say that in this big case, in this instance, the referee wanted to give a yellow card, but he doesn't have to give a yellow card anymore because it's a quick free kick, right? Like he explained. He's basically trying to justify the confusion and trying to make us or give us clarity as what could have happened during the situation. And from the referee's perspective, I have no idea what you're talking about because unless you've spoken to Abongile Tom Pomotso, unless you specifically had access to speak to Abongile Tom, the referee on the day, and he told you that, yes, this is what I was going for. I was going to try give a yellow card. But because Mufokeng took it quickly, the rules say I must change, which we already noted is wrong, right? No way. This can't be true. There is zero evidence that Abongile Tom and the referee looks like he wants to give a yellow card here. There's absolutely no evidence. Look at him. He blows his whistle while he's walking very slowly, which basically signifies that he has no intention to address the player who made the tackle. His hands are completely on his side after blowing the whistle. He does not reach for any of his pockets, back pocket or front pocket in the shirt. He is not having any intention of booking this player. He's not even trying to scream at them and warn them and give them a serious warning. He just blew for a foul. That's what he did. He has no intention of giving the player a yellow card. So I don't see any evidence of what you're trying to say here, Pomotso, unfortunately. The referee, just look at him. He's so relaxed. He does not look like he's about to punish any player or even give them a warning or a talking to. His hand is not reaching for any of his pockets to take out any card or any of his books. So for me, already that's wrong. Yeah, I just don't see any evidence of that happening unless the referee himself told him that. Unless the referee told him that, then maybe he has inside knowledge. But I just don't see that happening.
The other point in terms of restarting the game, Rile Mufokeng restarts the game because he puts his hand on the ball. He puts his hand on the ball to make the restart quickly. The ball was not in motion when Rile Mufokeng restarted the game in that moment.
Yeah, I just don't follow. And the next thing he also says is that Rile Mufokeng takes a quick free kick, and no one talks about the fact that there's a possibility that this ball was still moving. That's also against the laws. A free kick is a dead ball situation. It means the ball must be completely still before someone plays it next, even if it's a quick free kick. And look at how Rile puts the ball down. He does not put his hand over the ball and puts it down to a standstill. He almost basically rolls it. He tries to stop it, but the way his hand has tried to stop this ball, he's basically almost a little bit rolled it very slowly to stop, but then he kicks the ball while it's definitely still moving. If you take a look at that ball, it's slightly still moving because the way Rile has put it down, he didn't put it dead still. He's like rolled it very slowly. And that is still illegal. And that's nothing that no one talks about. Yes, it doesn't matter because the free kick was taken in the wrong place anyway. But that's also still against the rules. And if the referee was very alert and he missed the fact that the free kick was taken in an incorrect position, he could have at least had something to stand on by saying that the ball was still rolling. And if he cancelled that goal, he would have cancelled it for the right reasons. So Abongile Tom had almost 2 chances to pull this goal back. And this would have saved his performance, his scrutiny, and his basically mistake in an MTN8 national final watched by millions of people. And his performance of referee would not be this much in question if this goal was cancelled and he had 2 opportunities and he's missed both. Just look at it. I'll play it in slow motion and tell me that you think that ball was completely still. But I don't know. That's just my analysis. I'm just picking up these things. I've just picked it up because I've just watched it and I just don't feel like I am completely in support with everything that they're saying these days. I'm going to make myself an enemy of the industry, because last week it was Soccer Zone and SABC1, but now it's PSL and Supersport on the Extra Time show. Yeah, I just wanted to highlight that the things that some analysts say, they're not going to be perfect, all of them, but we should have a mind of our own to be able to call it out and note that no, that is not true, that's a mistake. And we should be mindful of these things, and maybe they should also be doing better when communicating with us. If you don't know something or you are not sure of something, just add that. Just add, I might be wrong, or I might have made a mistake, or I might not be completely sure of the rule or the law or the situation. But don't say everything as if though it's fact, because it's definitely misleading us fans, and it's misleading those who definitely have no clue of what is being discussed. And that's just what I wanted to highlight. Yes, at the end of the day, they discussed it correctly, that yes, the free kick was taken from the wrong place. It shouldn't have been a goal. Yes, we get that. But come on, let's be a little bit more careful with our words. They are not me and you. They are not fans just speaking who have a right to be mistaken. For example, the fan with the PhD, Tamza, he was saying that there's a comma there where it says the free kick should be taken in the exact position where the foul occurred, except, right? And at least he says there's a comma and there's an except there, and I'm still trying to read it. Of course, you would realize that now there's no except that would have been relevant in this case. He's also a little bit wrong, but at least he's saying that he still needs to check something, and he still needs to go read maybe the laws for himself. And yeah, you would realize that he had no chance, because that was not relevant. That had to do with maybe a free kick in the box or a goal kick or something like that, but never our normal situation that we're discussing. But at least he had the presence of mind to say that I don't know and I'm going to find out. And he did not say something as if it's fact. And this is an analyst that is being paid to be on the show by Supersport. It is your job to be a little bit more careful with your words and a little bit more researched. I'm not saying you should be perfect, but I'm just saying that, just be careful. Thank you. That's my video. If you like things like this, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.